Hi everyone, thanks for joining today's call. Our first agenda item is to review the current spring tickets to see if there's any blockers or any tickets that need clarifications. And Simon, thanks for closing 2 tickets earlier today. Also generates the new APK as well as the modules. And for the CDM dispensary form as well as the health center forms, how are those going, Simon?
Yeah, there's another testing that will happen tomorrow. So what I'm doing now, I'm updating the form based on the previous feedback that was given
Okay.
last week.
Did you get everything that you need in terms of clarifications?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I
So
know that yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, so hopefully I will join them tomorrow morning when they do the testing.
Okay, great. And then the other tickets are the big, the big tickets and stuff like that. And then just want to FYI everyone that we now can move forward with 385, updating mUzima to be compatible with 1.1.5. So what happened is that we got this. We have like a test environment set up in Empath in 1.1.5 platform. In order for us to proceed with testing, we must have like value SSL as well as for me, I have, because I'm outside of the network, I need to have like a public IP assigned to the test server. So I believe that both the SSL as well as the public IP have been resolved earlier today as well. I just tested it before the call, and I'm able to access from here. So we are proceeding with testing mUzima against 1.1.5 today. So we'll share the update later today. So this is great for us so that we can move forward. And then the other tickets they're still under open tickets column because they are under the device management security things. And I believe that with the APK that Sam shared, Ruth is able to move forward with testing the rest of their tickets. So she's going to do that this week. So Derek, I know that you're very interested in getting the device management and security app ready. So feel free to ping Ruth, and then so that you guys can test together.
Sure.
I think that'll be really helpful. Yeah.
Thanks.
Those are my updates for the current spring tickets. Anyone have any questions or comment to any of those? Okay. If not, let's move to the next agenda item, which is the implementation update. As Simon mentioned earlier, CDM team plan to do another round of testing on the health center form as well as the dispensary form. So we're looking forward to hope that we can wrap this up this week so that they can have both forms for ready for implementation soon. Except this one, is there any other things that you would like to share with us, Lawrence?
None today.
Okay. So far so good?
Yep.
Awesome. How about Derek on Lark or Big Pig?
About that, we do fine. Just like I mentioned, last week, I did go out to the field last week and managed to use almost like 8 phones on 8 BA tools on production server, and yeah, I'll be resolving. Most of them have landed on the error queue. Yeah, and I'll be working on that after this call to resolve particular errors. But
as Simon pointed out that with the updated modules that he generated earlier today, those would help with preventing those some of the messages to go to the backend. It has to be resolved in the backend. So we need to work with the MPEP system team to make sure those two modules are working fine before we put in production. So just bear with us for a few more days for that confirmation.
Well.
So I don't know if so Simon and I actually took a look at the LAC data in EMRS as well as in the LAC VM. So I think I have one question for LAC team is that why a lot of the forms are mapped to the incorrect encounter ID, encounter type ID. So it's a small issue, but I think we need to update that so that it reflects to the correct mapping. Simon, did you get a chance to look at the table that I map?
Yeah. Well, I looked at the list it's sent, though I've not looked at it.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe I will ping you later so that I can explain what I found. And so Derek, so I know that Raj was asking for some summary data, and then you can use that table to share with him, and that's the data that as of last Friday.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then one thing is alarming to us is that there's only 67 encounters for the LAC linkage form in AMRS production, and only 115 LAC retention encounters in AMRS production. Those numbers seem low to me, so I think maybe you can check with the providers if they, when they last sync their payload to the production server.
Yeah, we are doing mentorship to them, and hoping that in the next few weeks we have enough data coming in.
Yeah, it seems low to me, but again, I know that you guys would know better than us that what kind of volume that you expect, but it seems kind of low to me, like not even 200 when you add together. So my guess is a lot of providers they did not sync their complete form data into those production server.
Okay.
Yeah. So just want to ping you that. Yeah. So for CDM. I think they're doing, they're collecting much more data, like dispensary form, like almost 1,600 encounters, and the CHW forms like 1,400 encounters. We can also share those. We're likely to discuss those tomorrow with on a different call that to cover the CDM and health discussions, and then to see if Dr. Kamano and Raj think those numbers are reasonable, because we are not in the implementation team. We don't know what is the reasonable numbers that you guys project.
Okay.
So I think maybe just the reason I want to bring it up is that it's nice to run this kind of summary maybe on a weekly basis, so that I can share those queries with you, and then you guys can, so that when you look at it, it will give you like a very good sense that, hey, things make sense or things doesn't make sense, so that if something doesn't look like it makes sense, maybe it's good to immediately try to investigate what the potential problems are, so that they can be addressed in a timely manner instead of later on, especially when it's very close to the end of the study, and it would be very difficult for anyone to go back retrospectively to do those things. So I would suggest that I will share those with you guys, and then Lawrence and Derek, maybe you guys can you guys can decide how often you guys want to run this, and then to compare.
Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to have that.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, I think every time when we in the past, like for example, if I work on a new study or new forms or new something to implement, I always like set up like a monitoring plan, so that I can make sure that things are working as I expect. If things are very low, numbers extremely low or extremely high, or something doesn't make sense, and it's just easier to troubleshoot at the time. Yeah, I think it would be like a good practice for us. Try to stick with that, and especially when Lawrence, like when the new dispensary form and health center form to roll out. I think that would be very important for CDM program to know, hey, when the provider say, oh, we're very busy for the past month, and then when you look at the data, it's telling you a different story, and then you can identify. It's likely that either they did not sync the complete form data to the server, or they simply did not do it, or other reasons, so that it's easier for you guys to take actions accordingly.
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. So those are the implementation updates that I have, and thanks Lawrence as well as Derek on their part as well. So I saw Eric is on the call as well. I wonder if he's on mute and no mic. You can type on the chat if that's the case, Eric. Okay, maybe he doesn't have a mic. So we have a special guest today is Noah. Noah is a master student from the institute, and he's interested in doing the fingerprint as his master project and thesis. And Noah, do you want just maybe have like a brief introduction about yourself, and then about your project, so that other members can get to know you, and also maybe potentially work with you as well.
Okay, thank you, Heather. Yes, like I said, my name is Noah Kasiki, Master's of University. I'm interested in, first of all, carrying out an assessment of the current matching method at campus. Then later on, to be able to carry on the implementation of the fingerprint. I have an assumption that as the database grows, unique method that can uniquely identify the patient's other activities within the company. So that's why I'm interested in fingerprints, that the time we can implement it, we move away from the with an username and activate and all that. So that's my target for my research. With the focal point being the implementation.
So it sounds like Noah's interest is in assessing the current patient record lookup, and also to compare after implementing fingerprints as part of the patient attributes, and then to see if that will speed up, and then to do different type of analysis to compare. Good. Thanks, Noah. Looking forward to work with you more, and thanks for sending the proposal and also the timeline, and I'll look at those and then get back to you. Those are the agenda items I have. Is there other items or topics anyone have questions or they would like to share? It sounds like a no.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if that's the case, thank you everyone. It's a very short call. I was even considering to cancel, but I think that it's good for us just to touch base to that everyone on the same page. And this is great. So we'll chat again through IRC as well as ticket, and if not, we'll talk to you on the Friday call. Thanks everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.